Hello everybody, it's Rainy Beanie here and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing another one of our recreated Sim 1 builds in The Sims 4. So today we are doing, which is, I believe is number 3 Sim Lane, which is the second biggest house on the original ones. Now this build is a little bit slower, it's not quite a speed build because it didn't take me very long to actually build this one. Again, this is an unfurnished build, so yeah, it's all furnished. So if you want to see it furnished in the future, let me know and I will have another video furnishing this one. Same with number 2 Sim Lane. If you want to see that one furnished, again we can furnish it. With attempt to keep it in the style of like Sims 1 furniture, but it is a little bit hard because, you know, as times have changed, furniture's changed, and the taste in that has been quite nicely reflected in the games. You don't quite get as interesting furniture as you did with some of the Sims 1 stuff. Like, I remember getting, like, you could have the inflatable chairs and stuff, and I have not seen an inflatable chair in person for a very long time, but you can have them in The Sims 1. Now, the roof wasn't as hard because, yeah, this building's a little awkward, but it's nowhere near as awkward as the last one we did. So I think we've got a few, maybe 1 or 2 more original Sims 1 houses to build, and then we'll go through the expansion packs and slowly add in the rest of them. Like, I think Neighborhood 2 also had a few, or at least one building had that weird, like, hexagonal one. Well, I don't think it was quite a hexagon, it could have been an octagon or something. It was a weird shaped house, but I would love to try and do that in The Sims 4. I doubt it'll work very well as a house, but then it didn't work very well as a house back then either, so we'll have to wait and see. Now the biggest thing is I really wished we had some of the proper windows, like from The Sims 1. The big, which is the one I'm thinking of, the big curved window that you used to have. We don't have a window like that that's 1 square wide. I wish we did, because I would use the heck out of that window if we had one. Maybe we do, and I just don't have the pack that has it in. Maybe I need to go and explore what all the packs have in and see if there is one like it. Because I would love a window like that. Because I struggle to find the ones I like, and mostly because they're the wrong colour as well in the catalogue, the brown, the ones I was going to use, so I couldn't see them. I can't remember what window I used instead. Well, I don't. Oh, yeah, I use those ones. I really could not find. I used the window in the other build. I know I did, and I just could not find it for the life of me that time. These things happen. Sometimes you just have a moment of mental block. And again, the garden on this one wasn't as tricky. I seem to have got a better image of it. But the problem is the images I was using are on the wiki, and there are 2 layouts for the garden. And yeah, for the garden on this one. So I was a little bit confused, so we just did the best we could. It's kind of a cross between the 2 of them. Or I think it ends up being a bit more of the original, well, the second picture, I can't remember. But yes, I've been using the Sim Wiki as my basis for all of these builds, because I suppose I could have The Sims 1 running while doing it, but I think that's the easiest way to do it. Oh, someone favorited a house. Awesome. I think that was my tiny house build that I did as the whole series, where we went through all the games and built a tiny house, which was quite fun. And now I have to mess with these roofs because I'm like, oh, for God's sake, why do they have to stick through the walls? That is the most annoying thing in this game. When you have a little room within a room, and it was annoying. And the other thing is, you don't quite have the right kind of wallpapers either to match in with how this room originally looked, and we don't have green tiles. I know it seems like a weird thing to really pick up on, but we don't. There is no green tiles in The Sims 4, so trying to recreate some of these Sims 1 builds is a little bit tricky at times, but yeah, so in the end, I do light this one up. I didn't light up the last one. I do think it looks better lit up, so oh well, it just shows up better on the video. And we put in the fireplace, because that's, in the older games that was a build mode feature, not a buy mode feature, so I'm quite happy having that. And I'm like, ooh, yes. And again, because the different pictures, it did make the, sorting out where I put the lot and how this bit goes and everything a little bit harder, but I suppose maybe with different versions of the game you had different, they changed the house, I don't know. I don't know. It's pretty close to how it was. I mean, it does all change and like, oh yeah, let's have that there and a bush, I don't know. Because that's what one of the pictures showed, it had the little things in there, the planters with the climbers going up, and I was like, oh yeah, oh, and then my windows vanished. Who knew you couldn't have windows in a hedge? Seems like a strange thing for the game not to allow. So yeah, we moved the lot back a bit and it's all good. I think I even moved back a little bit further yet, because the trees end up being a little bit too big. Again, I wish trees would like slightly randomly change that a little bit, but they don't, so it would just be a nice way to have a little bit of difference in it, because they are all just the same tree and it looks a little bit too samey from time to time if you use all the same tree. And then here we are putting in some plants, because why not? These are pretty close to the one we had in the Sims 1-ish, and I changed my mind and we end up going for something close to what they had. You know, in the original game, they did like to have, because in the original game we only had the little square plants really and the bushes, so you could only do so much. And then I was like, oh look, how small can we get a tree? Because they had a little tree there, and there are no trees that small in The Sims 4. It is kind of crazy. But I hope you have enjoyed this. I've really been enjoying making these and really shrinking down the trees. That is cool. I love that they added that in, that you can shrink the trees. Anyway, we're into the screenshot, so I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give this video a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!